Blac Chyna is being sued by someone who claims to be her ex for allegedly $10 million. Now, it's not, the amount is not alleged. The offense is alleged. So here's what she's alleged to have done. It says, in the lawsuit that was obtained by TMZ, the man who calls himself Twin Hector, okay, his first name is Twin, okay. Twin claims that during their 3-year relationship, Blac Chyna would physically abuse him. He says that while living in LA, things hit the fan in 2001, and she brutally hurt him in his sleep. Twin says she pinned him down and hit him with her knees, fists, and elbows. He included a photo of the alleged aftermath of the assault, which showed gruesome injuries to his face. He recounts Chyna having a doctor come to the home while she still had blood on her hands. Twin also shared that it wasn't the first time and that the outbursts were normally fueled by drugs and alcohol. Now, she's now stated she doesn't do drugs anymore. I don't know that she drinks, but she found God and is making a change. Yeah, beating him in his sleep, right? Twin also shared it wasn't the first time, and outbursts were normally fueled by drugs and alcohol. It apparently went as far as Chyna trying to strangle him and attack him with kitchen utensils, phones, furniture, etc. He even mentioned supposed claims from Rob Kardashian and his family from their case. Thank you, Carmelita, for purchasing my book. Going back to this, Rob, in the lawsuit that Blac Chyna brought against the Kardashians, where she was accusing them of defamation. One of their their defamation, the lies that they spread, was why her and Rob's show got canceled. The family defended themselves by saying, no, your show got canceled in part because you used to beat the crap out of Rob. And we told producers that we didn't think y'all should be recording if you treated him that way. Now, I absolutely believe she would beat the stuffings out of these men. Look who her mama is. Tokyo Toni would fight a cat. She would fight a dog. Tokyo Toni would fight a baby. Okay? So she got it honest. Let me keep reading. It says, Blac Chyna has a propensity for verbal abuse and extreme physical violence to her domestic partners and others, primarily when she consumes alcohol. If you recall, back in 2022, Rob testified Blac Chyna abused him too. According to Twin, Chyna thinks she can hit on men with no consequences, so he's suing her for $10 million. It is a shocking experience for any man to go through, being attacked by a female aggressor in a domestic violence context and knowing they can't fight back or even defend themselves for fear of being mislabeled falsely the de facto aggressor. Every day in America, men suffer what are often brutal injuries, but many lack the courage to come forward and protect their legal rights. So I want to know in the chat, do y'all think she really did it? Do y'all think Blac Chyna did this to that man? Sorry to say it, but if Tokyo Toni is your mama, anything is possible. I mean, that poor girl was raised by wolves. Blac Chyna was literally raised by a wolf. We have 300 in the chat, but we only have 104 likes. Can we get some more likes going? Somebody, wait, Glam Girl said, Tokyo is a cat, an alley cat. I mean, those are some blows, baby. Those are some blows. But are you guys at all familiar with this guy, Twin? I don't remember Twin Hector. I don't remember that relationship being no 3 years. He says that's a 3-year relationship. Of course, part of my questioning is, okay, why now? Why are you suing now? Now, I have not read the complaint, the petition yet. I'm working on doing that. But the injuries look horrible. They look horrific. If that was, here we go. I'm going to put it bigger on the screen. Yeah, I mean, if that was a woman, we'd all be coming to her aid, asking no questions pretty much based on the photos. And here we know she has a propensity for this. We know it because, robbing them. I mean, I'm sure the Kardashians lie. We know that sometimes they don't be telling the whole truth. I mean, look at Kylie's face. But still, I believe those accusations with regards to her going off on Rob. Somebody said he's probably a TikTok artist. He could have gotten, He could have gotten her arrested back then. What is the date on the photo? Great question. Yeah, the court will be able to determine and will force them to disclose the date of the photo. Is this a photo from back when they were together or what? But just like they asked women, why didn't you call the police then? What is it now? Like, I would want to know, are you suffering from continual injuries from this? Like, do you have headaches? Do you have concussion, brain injury like symptoms? What is it about your life today that made you say, no, that made you say, okay, I want to sue her today? No, I didn't say 2001. This happened. It says things hit the fan in 2021. So I may have said that. If so, it was incorrect. So this happened in 2021, and now 3 years later. Now, California, if I remember correctly, I believe they have a 3-year statute of limitations for these kinds of things. So it could be that his attorney and her attorney were going back and forth to try and resolve this and couldn't. But here's the thing I want you guys to know. When you're suing for damages, when you're saying, okay, I want these millions of dollars, the millions have to be associated with your injuries. You don't get to just pull a number out of your butt and be like, oh, okay, well, my pinky thumb was injured, but emotionally, I'm super injured. I want 10 million. No, if you want emotional damages, right? Because I'm going to guess that his medical bills might at the most have been like, let's say 10,000, 20,000. If the rest of that 10 million you want is emotional distress, guess what the challenge is? You got to show you were emotionally distressed, and not from anything else happening in your life, but from this situation. So specifically, you got to do things like go to therapy. And I hate to say it, but the truth of the matter is Black men don't like going to therapy. They do not like going to therapy. And so unless he's got, for example, consistent therapy records where he talked about getting beat up, getting punched, getting hurt by her, and he went to therapy consistently, nah, baby, you sure not finna get no 10 million. And now that he's filed the lawsuit publicly, it would be more difficult for him to get a nominal amount just to make it go away. Because with these kind of allegations, asking for this type of money, she's better off fighting. She's better off paying the lawyer than paying this man if 10 million is what he wants. Like in Describe says 10 million. It says 3 years is a short SOL. No, that's actually long. Short is 1 year. A state like Tennessee, gosh, Tennessee drives me crazy. Tennessee has 1 year. Texas has 2 years. But some places, such as Washington, D.C., has 3 years. And I think California does too.